Morning! This is a video about the two different battery maintainers, chargers made by Schumacher. Both of them have the same part number, or model number, which is SEM-1562A. The differences between them is one of them has a manual switch for 6 and 12 volt, and the other one automatically senses between 6 and 12 volts. But there is some other major differences to them. First, we're going to look at this one, and I'm not going to actually open it up. I've already opened it up twice. When I got it, I wasn't sure if it was working properly. In fact, I think this is the second one of these that I have, and both of them do the same thing, and it's kind of weird. When you turn power on, the charged light, the one that says that the battery is fully charged, comes on, and when you hook it up to a battery, it just continually says charged. To the best of my knowledge, the other one I have, when charging a battery, never says charging. This one, I plugged it up to a 12 volt Gell battery that was reading 12.5 volts, so it should have reported that it was charging, and when I connected it, the lights all stayed the same. I did monitor the voltage, and the voltage creeped up, got up to about 13.2 volts, and then it just maintained that. I'll show you these pictures. This is a picture of the circuit board inside. There's no chip on this anywhere. It's a series of discrete transistors, and one of the reasons I took this apart was that I wasn't sure if it was working properly, and also I wanted to see the difference between the two different battery chargers. You'll see that there's, at the top there's 3 LEDs, and then there's 5 transistors, and behind the black cord there's another, what looks like a transistor, but it's actually kind of like a Zener diode. It's a voltage regulator of some kind. I think the part number was AZ Alpha Zebra 143. I could not test it properly. My transistor tester couldn't identify it. The yellow or tannish yellow mustard colored square device is a self-resetting fuse. The large white thing is a very large power resistor, and there's another next to it on the left. There's some kind of transistor or something in there. I'm not sure. I couldn't really read the numbers on it, but I didn't test it. I did find, and here's a look at the back side of the circuit board. You'll see I had to do a repair because when I was pulling out one of the transistors, I accidentally, actually I think it was the that Zener, that weird voltage regulator, I accidentally broke a trace, so I had to fix that. There was a couple of components that looked like they had a bridge solder joint. Removing that didn't seem to make a difference in how the device operated. It seems to be working properly, but I'll tell you, if given a choice between the one with the switch and the one without, I would go with the one without. It just gives you a little more peace of mind in that you know what it's doing, and it's doing what it says. Real quick, I have some stuff from the manual. One of the things it says about the operation and the lights is that plug in the power cord, and the yellow indicator LED indicates charging, the green LED indicates battery is fully charged, red LED indicates check battery. When the charger is plugged into an AC outlet but not connected to a battery, the green LED will illuminate. Yes, that's what mine does. When properly connected, the yellow LED indicator will illuminate. This indicator will stay illuminated until the battery is fully charged. Mine never illuminates. I did test to see if it works, and it does, but it never illuminated. The battery is fully charged when battery voltage reaches approximately 14.4 volts. At that point, the yellow LED turns off and the green LED illuminates. Now, I'm not 100% sure these instructions were for this particular charger. According to the picture that I saw in the PDF of the manual, it looks the same, but maybe the one that it's referring to has a chip in it or something. And the red LED indicates an overload condition. One other thing about this, unlike the other Schumacher battery maintainers, this one, if you touch the leads together, will spark. And then the troubleshooting for this is kind of lame. It's not really helpful. It says both green and yellow LEDs are on. Possible cause: battery is close to fully charged. Problem: green LED is on when connected to a discharged battery. Battery is sulfated or deeply discharged. Mine, the green LED is on whether it seems to be on a charged or discharged battery. And green LED is on when connected to a discharged battery. Wrong setting. So the troubleshooting for this particular model is pretty bad. It does come with the standard connectors that for something like this, and the connectors are interchangeable with other Schumacher battery chargers. Okay, so this one is the fully automatic version, and this version with no switch on it, when you plug it up, you get the bottom light will light, and then the charging light will light when you connect it to a battery, and then when the battery is fully charged, the charging light goes out and the charged light lights. This one is it's a maintainer in that once it's fully charged, it does not supply any voltage to the battery. Unless the battery voltage drops too low. It's not really meant to be stored in a vehicle forever, though I have strapped one into a couple of cars that I've owned. So let's look at this real quick. First thing you'll probably notice is that this one actually has a chip in it. I have not pulled any of this out to look at it in detail because it's working. I can see that there's a 10 amp fuse in there. It's red. Some diodes, capacitors, a couple of transistors of some kind, and either a large diode or MOSFET or something. It's hard to tell what it is. This one has a lot better build quality than the other one, and I really prefer these to the type with the manual switch. Okay. Let me see if there's anything more about this. Here, you can read the actual instructions on it. They're actually printed on the battery charger. If given a choice, yes, I would definitely go with this one. They're worth the price. They work like they say they do. I have left batteries attached to these for 6 months, and they've never boiled off the water. They've never overcharged the batteries. I've yet to have one short out in any way. So I think that's probably it. Later.